Hello everyone. Around about 6 weeks back, I bought a ukulele on Wish. It cost me £3 plus £1 postage, so £4 in total, roughly $5 give or take. It took about 6 weeks to get here. It arrived on Friday and I've got it here. So here is the ukulele. Wish, if you don't know, seems to be stuff that sells very cheaply and comes in from China and other countries in the Far East. Usually pretty low quality stuff, I think. It's my first thing that I've ever bought. Let's open it up and see what it's like. First thing I'm going to say is that it's not packaged very well, considering it's come quite a long way. So it's coming from China. That's a long way to travel, and it's just in a bag. I can sense a bit of packaging there. The other thing, which you might not be able to tell, it seems pretty small. Very small, in fact. There's no way that is a soprano ukulele in there. I don't know what's going to be in there, but let's give it a whirl and have a look. I'm ripping the bag. There's no way I'm sending it back all the way to China. If it's rubbish, it's rubbish. So we've got a thin layer of bubble wrap and something that looks a bit ukulele-like inside. And here it is. The love heart sound hole there. It's actually plastic. Yeah, and it's cracked as well. Let's see if I can get you to see it. See the neck there where it meets the headstock is quite heavily cracked. Yeah, and it looks like it's actually just clinging on. I don't know if I'll see if I can get the focus on the new camera. Just here, the last bit is clinging on. I'm wondering if that is because the tension on the strings is so much that it actually can't take it. Let's try and find out. So let's give it a strum. It definitely needs some tuning up. Okay. And there's a little plectrum hanging here by a string, a little plastic heart-shaped plectrum. I don't tend to play ukulele with plectrum, so it might be quite fun for somebody that does. Let's have a look. These tuning pegs they're tight actually, really tight. You see the tuning pegs, they're plastic things. They look like kind of friction-based tuners. And they seem incredibly tough to turn, to the point where I don't think this ukulele is going to go in tune. What I think is going to happen is I'm going to turn these tuning pegs and the head's going to snap off. There's only one way to find out. So I would normally do this by ear, but I'm actually going to tune it up with a clip-on tuner. So I've got my little Fender clip-on tuner here. I'm going to stick that on the headstock and we're going to try and get it in tune. It's registering as an E. That tuning peg is really tough to turn. Not registering any note yet. Let me just change my settings to chromatic. D sharp, C sharp, C, nearly. Wow, literally the tiniest turn is putting it wildly out, one note to another, with even the hint of a twist of that peg. It's absolutely unplayable. I'm going to keep tapping away and trying to get this in tune. Whoa! Did you hear that? My dog has fleas, nearly. It's so small. No, it's just not going to be playable. Don't buy a ukulele from Wish.
So here it is in all its glory. And you can see the kind of painted wood effect on the headstock there. Coming down, strings all exactly the same gauge, which is why I'm having such a hard time getting in tune. I think on this video actually, it probably looks okay. It's not okay though, it's kind of completely rubbish. Totally plastic. Made in China, as it says on the back there. Coming up the back of the neck, just having a look at that, that's where the kind of quite heavy crack is in the neck. I'll probably try and get a refund.
So it's not a great first experience of Wish. I can't get this thing into tune. I tried the best I could. It's got a crack in it. Even if it didn't have a crack in it, I think the fact that the strings are all the same gauge is not going to help. It's very small. It's round about Sopranino size, I would say. Just don't buy this. Don't even buy this for your kids. Not even as like a little kind of throwaway present or anything like that. And one of the reasons that I say that is it's very easy to be put off playing a musical instrument. And if you get quite a bad quality one as a kid and you find it very difficult to play and you can't get a tune out of it, it's probably going to put you off for quite a while, if not permanently. I had a bad guitar when I was a kid, when I was about 12, 13. It was quite difficult to play. The strings in particular were quite brutal on the fingers, but it wasn't a good guitar generally. And it stopped me playing guitar for probably another 6-7 years after that. I didn't even want to try because the experience was so kind of horrific. Fortunately, I did come back to it, but just invest a little bit more money and don't buy a ukulele off Wish. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't buy this for anybody, no matter how much you dislike them. No! No way! I've just seen something absolutely shocking. I'm going to try and show you this. I was looking at the strings. I was just looking at the bridge under the strings. And I was just looking at how they threaded the strings through the bridge. And actually, if you can see, hopefully, I'm going to bring it really close and just lift it up. I don't know if you can see this, but there's only 2 strings on this ukulele. One string comes right the way down here, okay, and it goes round there under the kind of bridge and back up. Right up. So these 2 strings are actually one string connected at the bottom, and the same for these 2 strings here. And what that means is, as I'm trying to tune one string up, I'm actually putting pressure on, I'm tightening both strings at the same time, which, in my opinion, is going to make it completely impossible to tune, because every time I get one in, the next one up is going to come out. Wow, that's just blown me away. Don't buy a ukulele on Wish.